Hello everybody, welcome back to the Makisode YouTube channel. Today I want to walk you through how we made these, you can call them coasters, but we use the tapestry technique to make it. We're trying to creating our logo name, or more like the name of the company. Want to make it into different squares and then put them together somewhat would show you that a lot later, maybe in another video. But today we want to just continue. We've done the M, the A, the K, the I, the S. We have a particular design I want to use for the O, so we're putting that, leaving that for a special crafting. So we'll just go straight on to craft the D. This is gonna have to be here so that I can see the different rows to craft. All right, we're using this burgundy color as the background. What we did was we used the border of 20 by 20. Each of the graph squares is a 10 by 10. All right, and so we worked with a 20 by 20. You can see that worked with 20 by 20, right? And if you notice, we left four rows up there. Those four rows are supposed to take into consideration the two rows I'm going to leave at the base, and then the last two rows at the top. So let's just get into that. All right, so essentially, since I'm using a size 5mm hook and it works great for me, because at the end of the day I end up with a 6 inch by 6 inch square. All right, and for me, each I'm gonna work 21 chains. So I've worked 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21. I'm going to be walking into the back, this bottom loops as usual, to create my single crochet stitches across. I'm going to create 2 rows of that. Like I said, for this top part that I left here, it's supposed to be 2 rows at the bottom and 2 rows at the top to make room and put the alphabet right in the middle of the square. Like we have it in this form. As you can see, the alphabet is right in the middle of the square. So that's what we want to do. So let's get to that. I'm going to work my single crochet stitches. I should end up with 20 single crochet stitches across. I'm going to do 2 rows of that, and then I'll meet you back here. We are coming up on the end of our second row, which is call it the frame of the square. That's the 2 rows in burgundy. Now the third row of this square is going to be the start point of the last row here. All right, and if we notice, we have just 1 stitch on the 19th stitch. That's where we're going to introduce the other color. All right, so I'm gonna chain 1 and turn, and I'm gonna crochet 18 single crochet stitches before I introduce the other color. Okay, so that's the 18th single crochet stitch. I'm now going to introduce teal. We're using teal for the lettering. So I'm going to introduce this into that place. So I'd like for you to watch how we did that. Okay, so here, essentially we're not supposed to complete this 18th stitch. So we pick up the loop, right, and then introduce the other color. All right, and then we grab both these ones and walk the stitch on there. Now because I'm going to end with the burgundy, I have to let go of the tail once again and use the burgundy to complete that stitch. See that? And then I complete. That's the last stitch on this row. All right, now watch, I'm going to get on to the next row now. So the next row requires that I work two of these tail on there, one on top of here and then on the next stitch. So after I chain one, I turn around, I pick up my loop as usual, drop the burgundy. Don't forget that we have this straggler here, so we're going to also, grab it in there. And then for the two tail stitches, we have one and we have two, but as usual I will not complete this one. I will drop the tails in with the straggler and then pick up my burgundy. I'm gonna have to work 3 burgundy stitches. So 1, 2, 3. Next I have to work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tail stitches. Don't forget your straggler, don't leave it behind. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to be really careful so you don't leave anything behind. This is the 5th tail stitch, so I'm gonna have to drop that, pick up my burgundy. But you also have to note, if the next time you're going to need the tail yarn is somewhere beyond where you don't need it no more, where you don't need it anymore, sorry about that English, you can still walk it in, meaning after you pick up the burgundy, then I've picked up the burgundy, right? I'm still going to be I'll walk the tail in for another 3 stitches, and you'll find out why in the next row. So 1, 2, and 3 before I drop the tail here and continue. I pick up the straggler because I won't be needing the straggler for anything. So the straggler comes with me. 2, all the way to the end of this row. Note that you're going to be having your yarn, wrap around each other. So you'll be doing yourself a favor if you once in a while stop to untangle them, or you're going to have a really messy project at the end of the day, or you're going to have a tangly, not a messy project, but it's going to frustrate you trying to untangle the ropes. All right, so this gets on to the end of the row. Now this next row, chain 1, this next row requires that the burgundy just works for just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See why I had to hold on to the tail from my last row. All right, so I chain 6, burgundy, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this is the 6th, right? I'm gonna drop that and pick up the tail that I had left. I had left this tail behind, but I had worked it up to the point where I knew I was gonna need it. Now the tail I have to work, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, right? I drop the tail, pick up the burgundy to complete this row for the last stitch. Chain 1 and I turn. Now this part requires 2 burgundy stitches, so there goes my 1 and my 2. I drop down and pick up the tail. This row requires this is up to 18 minus 3, that's 15 tail stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Oh yes, I'm supposed to end with 3 burgundy stitches. So yeah, I pick up my burgundy yarn and end the row. 1, 2, 3. Note that when you're dropping the unused yarn or unused yarn color, it has to be in front of you. Do not make the mistake to leave it behind you, especially if you're working in the diagonal. Reason being, when you turn around, you're going to need it to be at the back. So 1, 2, 3 burgundy. I drop my burgundy in front of me and pick up my teal. Now I need 7 this time around. Yeah, 7 teal, 3 burgundy, 5 teal or 6 teal. So I'm going to start with my 7 teal. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. As usual, I do not complete the row. I drop my teal in front of me and pick up the burgundy. Burgundy, I need 3 of it. So 1, 2, 3. Right? I drop my burgundy, pick up my teal again. This new teal, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. See, I have my 1 burgundy stitch left. So 1 row done. I continue. Chain 1, turn around. This time around, I need 1 burgundy, right? 1 burgundy, 2 teal, 1 burgundy, 3 teal. So 2 teal first. I need to make that. So my 2 teal goes here, right? And then I have my 1 burgundy, right? 1 burgundy. And then I have my 3 teal. Yes, that's correct. 3. 1, 2, 3. Do not forget to unwind your yarn colors from each other. Alright, and then as usual, after my 3 teal, I drop the tail and pick up my burgundy. Now for this part, I require 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 burgundy, then 3 teal again. So 7 burgundy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 7. I drop that, pick up the teal. I require 3 teal. 1, 2, 3. I require another 3 burgundy. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, you see the D starting to form. This is gonna be the right side. Okay, where it goes and then comes back. All right, I'm going to continue. You can watch.